Are you addicted to your ejaculation? Can you go a week without ejaculating with yourself and porn or with your woman? If you can't go a week without ejaculation, you are probably addicted. There's a simple way to know how addicted you are to a substance, in this case, ejaculation. If you can go a week without strong cravings, without strong yearning, you are probably not as addicted as someone else who would actually have those strong cravings, that strong yearning, or who could not even go a few days without ejaculation. And if this is the case for you, then you are probably addicted. And that is okay. There's a solution. We have to start by saying that if you watch porn, you are probably addicted to your ejaculation. Ejaculation is part of the process of watching porn, whether you are watching porn and masturbating, or you are edging, or even worse, gooning. At the end, you still release, you still ejaculate. So, therefore, you are addicted to your ejaculation without you knowing it, even if it is unconscious. David Data, the author of The Way of the Superior Man, explains in his book that the man should be in control of his ejaculation, not the other way around. So if you are controlled by your ejaculation, it means that you are wasting a lot of your potential because sexual energy is the stuff of genius. Sexual energy is what will propel you to your highest potential. In the book Think and Grow Rich, the author, Napoleon Hill, explains that sexual energy is something that needs to be transmuted, not wasted. And porn and ejaculation are two ways that you are wasting your potential. Now, don't get me wrong. It does not mean that you should never ejaculate, but you should be in control of it. You should not watch porn, obviously. This whole channel is about quitting porn. But you should not be as addicted to ejaculation as you would be to something else that is more worthwhile. Obviously, addiction is not the best term for good things in your life, but you should be more obsessed with bettering yourself than the need to ejaculate all the time. Ejaculation, sex, porn, and all of this stuff should not be at the forefront of your mind. It should not be the number one priority or even the second priority in your life. It should be a bonus in your life that you enjoy in moderation. Not talking about porn, talking about ejaculation. Mantak Chia, a famous sexologist from Chiang Mai, said that a man should not ejaculate it so often. He did not say he should never ejaculate. The, Depending on your age, you should ejaculate less frequently when you grow older. So if you are in your 20s, you can ejaculate more often. If you're in your 30s, a bit less often. In your 40s, a bit less often, etc., etc., etc. You should know your own body, and you should know when it is time for you to consciously choose to ejaculate. But it is a choice. It's not a compulsion. And even if you have a woman, you should know that you can decide to ejaculate or not to ejaculate. We think that sex starts with foreplay and sex then ends with an ejaculation. But it doesn't have to go like this all the time. You can start, have foreplay, have sex, then decide not to ejaculate. And it's not easy, but over time you will get better at it. All this to say that ejaculation is not something that should be a compulsion in a man's life. It is something that should be approached with moderation. And if you can control that ejaculation, that need to ejaculate, you will be more in power of yourself, of your body, and therefore your mind. And that is what I want for all of you guys. Thank you so much for listening. I'm Sebastian, your addiction recovery coach, and I'm here to help those of you who want to desexualize their mind and quit